On the classroom management, we do a school-wide to where we are using our CHAMPS, which is a program that is designed to give direct instructions on what is expected and the expectations of the students. Our principal has been to a national conference in Denver about this, and so we are using this, and it works really well. I use it in my classroom for lining up, for arrival, for recess. What are my expectations? The kids already know what the expectations are, and this allows for any disruptions of the simple, can I do this, or blurting out. Now, sometimes it is a good reminder to remind the students about what is expected of them and what they need to be doing. And then we build upon that to working on different strategies and how to improve that. There are some levels of improvement, definitely for a second grade level, is that you might go over them in many different days. Like for the first 2 weeks I spent going over CHAMPS. It was very, very, very directed. Then as time begins, you have to remember that second grade students also don't always remember. So you need to make sure that you are reteaching that. Just like anything else, you need to make sure that you're reteaching it. So we have now went back to that we have been in school for like 4 weeks, 5 weeks. We're now refreshing and reminding them that when you are in teacher instruction, this is what it should look like. Then, after that, it's built into my curriculum lesson plans to review it again after Thanksgiving break, because then this would be a time that the kids have been away from the classroom for several days and that they can refresh it. Then in this January, you look at it again to make sure that you don't need to correct things. It's always good to view what you need to do and how you need to do it. The form of technology I used throughout my lesson was the Elmo and projector, which was projecting the problem of the day, and the students read that from my Elmo. Then we discuss it. Usually I have the manipulatives under my Elmo projector, and then we break that down instead of the chalkboard. But right now, one part of my Elmo is currently broken, and so the school board has approved for me to get a new one. Now we're just waiting for the machine to come in. So as of right now, I just had to improvise, and I used the chalkboard. I do use the projector and Elmo when it is available. It's definitely one piece of technology that you do not forget that you need. I could use my iPad to break that down, but being how the iPad screen at our school, we only have the one, would be kind of hard to use for all my students. So what I do is I then am able to project it on my screen, but since my overhead isn't really working, I can't do that. So we've improvised, and we went back to what one of my students called old school, because we use the chalkboard a lot right now until that I can get my projector fixed. The math curriculum that we're using is My Math. It is a very detailed math lessons. It works on using your hands-on, your manipulatives. It does the essential questions for the deeper level thinking. I really like it because it has intervention kits for my lower level kids. It meets the standards of my other children. And then what it also does is it takes my higher level students above the higher level of thinking. So then that way we can still meet all needs. After our classroom beginning lessons, then we go into a small group time, and that is when the kids know what is expected of them. I still go back into CHAMPS and work on that. And during small group time is also when I would allow for restroom breaks and different things like that. I do not allow for that during our teacher instruction because I feel like in second grade I would have to then reteach it for every kid, and the bathroom is kind of like a cycle. Just like if you see someone yawn, you yawn. Well, when they see him go to the bathroom, then they want to go to the bathroom too. So I feel like that there's two areas that I really could work on, is how to minimize noise and different things. But as for a whole, I think it's worked out really well. I really do like the CHAMPS program. So thank you.